All right, welcome to Help Desk with Joe, show number 92. And we're here, as always, with Justin and Joe.
Morning, guys.
Morning.
And, show 92, we're moving right along. And this week, an exciting week. We had some cold weather in the beginning, and now we have some nice warm weather today. So, what an exciting day. Some sunshine.
And just to get slapped with more cold weather this weekend.
This is true. This is true. The promise of good weather, though, it's Wednesday, and we got sunshiny 60 degrees on the way, maybe.
True.
But you're right. It's supposed to turn around and get right back again down to cold weather. But, hey, I'll take a couple nice days thrown in there.
Right. Yeah, just get that good mud growing.
Yes, this is true. And that's probably the worst part of winter here in sunny Spencer, West Virginia here today. And we're here at the Patch Turned Up office, or studio. But, probably the worst part is you get a good nice freeze, you're able to walk around, crunchy snow under your feet, and then it turns 40, 50, 60 degrees, and everything turns to mud.
Yep.
So, yeah, not good for our farmers around here in our area.
Next, I'd actually go to one last week, and I was trying to get up the driveway, and it was just pure mud.
A muddy mess.
I'm feeling like the jerk trying to get up the driveway and slinging mud everywhere. I mean, granted, they done it, probably 40 times before I got there, but that's not my driveway. I don't have to have to maintain it.
You get your car washed, that lasts about 20 seconds.
Oh, gosh, yeah. Yeah, I broke down and washed my car Sunday, I guess. And by golly, I looked at it this morning, covered back in road salt and grime and everything else. I was like, all right, then.
Yeah, I watched mine yesterday. I was looking at the tires this morning. I'm like, did I drive through a mud hole? I don't remember doing that. They're totally muddy now. Like, what the heck happened?
I think you could wash it, just leave it in the driveway, and get up the next morning, and it looked just like it
Be
did.
the same, yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it goes in West Virginia, but hey, I love our state, love our community, so it's always a challenge. But I was talking about this last night with a high school kid. We were at the track, and the kid's like, yeah, I'd like to go see out west and all that. I was like, yeah, that's great. And they're like, yeah, it's got to be better than here. I was like, not really. We have 4 seasons here. You get to see the leaves change. You get winter. You get spring. You get, summer. And you go out west, and you don't necessarily get that. But, different deal.
Right.
And they're like, I want to go to the Midwest. I was like, holy cow, cornfields and soybean fields. Good Lord. Nothing but flat.
Forever.
Forever, indeed. I drove through it twice this summer, and it is forever. 10 hours of pure drive straight and be bored to death. But anyway, enough of that kind of talk. We're here for a technology show. And Joe, sharing information, as always, for the general consumer, small business owner, big business owner. It doesn't matter. Everybody needs to hear this stuff.
Yes.
Especially today with our lives consumed with our cell phones and our computers and such that make the world go round. So, all right. So, Joe, start us off. We have another Apple story. And this was, I think we had 2 Apple stories last week.
Yep.
Yeah, and this one...
Well, hold on. First of all, I think we
Okay.
should start this Apple story off with a "You're welcome, Justin." This one's
Starting
just for
early.
you, Justin.
Yeah, as soon as I read this last night, I thought, oh, poor Justin, he's going to catch it this morning, and this has nothing to do with
And
him.
why's it got to be the first story? Just throwing
the
it
first
right
one I
on,
found.
just throwing it right on Justin right off the bat.
I made Joe mad somehow or something.
Yeah, something you've done something
3
wrong.
Apple stories in the last
Yeah,
shows.
and I like how when he said Apple, when I was putting in the title of the video there, he looked right at you. Apple. We'll start to show off with an Apple story, Justin. All right, anyway, sorry about that, Joe. Go ahead, Joe. Tell us about our Apple story for today.
Okay, so are you guys familiar with the Apple AirTag trackers?
Yeah, I think I've heard
No,
of it.
I don't know.
Okay.
You attach it to like something valuable?
I'm Samsung, so it's probably like technology they had 10 years ago.
Well, or so far, it's technology that's obviously not really needed and is blowing up in our face.
Okay.
So, I'm going to give you the title of the story, then we'll dive into it to give you what it is and why we're talking about it. So, the title of the story is Apple AirTag Trackers to Receive Privacy Update Amid Stalking Concerns. So, here's what's going on. Apple made these little pucks called AirTags, and the way they are marketing it is you can put it on your key ring or something valuable, and if you lose it, you can go on your phone and track it down. It'll literally point you in the direction
Right.
with it and get you figured out where you're going to go.
What could go wrong?
Here we go. So there are all kinds of videos online where, and most of them are women, are getting in their cars and they have iPhones, and they get this notification on their iPhone that says, "Hey, a tracker has been detected nearby, and it's not yours."
Really?
Yeah. So these people are putting it in their cars, or
Sneaking it on them somehow.
Yeah.
And then tracking them.
Yep.
So much for tracking your kid.
Yep.
Kid's gonna know.
Well, it's not even that. It's like.
But yeah, that's it. It's even more scary ramifications.
Yeah.
Which you want it to be known, I guess, so that.
Yeah.
Because then, like a child predator could stalk a kid. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Joe, you could be getting stalked right now.
Trust me, nobody is intentionally stalking me. If it is, it's
I don't
accidental.
know.
They'll pull up and go.
I don't know. They might not want to know. They might want to know when you're going to Walmart.
Yeah. They'll look at me and go, "Oh, sorry."
They're like, Joe's going to Walmart again. 3rd time this week.
Yeah.
What's going on in Spencer?
But as a parent, and Dave, I know you're in the same boat with daughters.
Oh yeah. You don't want
don't
want your kid stalked by anybody else, or
Right.
a child predator or anything. That's what I say. That's scary stuff.
Yeah. Well,
Justin, why, man? Why? Answer for your Apple phone.
Well, I mean, Sadie's 5, so I don't have to worry about her driving just yet. But
Yeah.
but you have.
Well, even still, though, I mean, if there was a child predator for a 5-year-old, how hard would it be to slip it in their backpack?
Right.
Or whatever.
Right. I mean, yeah.
You just never know.
Right.
Craziness.
Yep.
So
How do you hold on? So you can only find it if you have an iPhone, right?
Yeah.
So what if you were like me and you're a Samsung user, and I mean I'm in the same boat as you. Who in the world would want to track me?
Right.
Anyway, but if they did, I wouldn't be able to find it because I have a Samsung.
Right.
Or find it or know about it, I guess.
Right.
That's jacked up.
I know.
Who comes up with these plans? Justin, answer for your iPhone.
And the stalkers.
And the
Just
stock.
like last week,
Why did you want this?
because it's just like last week. They was sitting in the boardroom, and somebody goes, "I got an idea."
Bloody brilliant.
Exactly.
What could go wrong?
Exactly.
This is a home run.
So what Apple is doing to resolve this issue, this mess that they've created, they're going to start introducing new privacy features to its AirTags following concerns the tracking devices could be used to stalk people or steal cars. In a statement released last Thursday, Apple said it would add features including privacy warnings when setting up AirTags for the first time and updated documentation detailing what happens when an unidentified AirTag is nearby. Apple's also exploring additional updates for release later this year, including the ability to use precision finding on Apple's Find My app to discover an unwanted AirTag, alerts that appear on Apple devices when an unidentified AirTag makes a sound, and tuning the sound to AirTags so they're louder to make unwanted devices easier to find.
Wow. I'm just the uses of these for bad things are unlimited.
Yeah.
You're right. Want to steal a car? Just tag it and wait until it's parked somewhere, and you'd be able to see when it was parked and know that the person's walking away.
Yeah.
Again, Joe will use you for Walmart. I know if you go in Walmart, you're in there for at least 2 hours. So I got 2 hours to break into your car.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying.
Right.
Or, know somebody's going to work and back and where they park their car. I mean, man, that's scary stuff.
Yeah.
You want to steal a motorcycle or anything, just tag it and wait.
Yeah.
Ugh. What are these people thinking?
Yeah, I mean, before, you'd have to kind of be a tech type of person to go out and find a tracking device, but now Apple's just making it
Super
available
easy.
for
Yeah,
the
this is
public.
This is spy stuff to the general public.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What nimrods?
I mean, I like the fact that
Oh boy.
there are these notifications. Hey, there's one near you. But the upside, like, why do you really need this?
Well,
In the example of your keys, just make copies of your keys. And
yeah. I
Right.
mean,
in
for
case
you
you lose them.
used for the right reason, it's not a bad idea. But
Right.
I agree with you, Joe. Somebody in that meeting should have said, "Time out. This is going to make it easier for people to steal stuff, to stalk people."
Yeah. The
The bad side of it is way outweighs the good.
Exactly. Yeah. It just.
Or they should have made it, I don't know, detectable up front. I don't know. It's just crazy.
Yes. So Apple last month published a personal user safety guide with details on how consumers can protect themselves against privacy issues, including unidentified AirTags nearby.
Yeah, as a Samsung owner, I can't thank you.
Yeah. And as an Android Pixel user myself, I can't thank you either. So.
Yeah. What a jacked up deal.
So the guide was published following reports the device is created to help owner track possessions like car keys were being used in domestic stalking cases and to steal vehicles. What a shocker!
Yeah. Bloody brilliant.
Yeah.
Justin, come on, man.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So the company also launched a Tracker Detect app for Android, so people without iPhones could be alerted to unwanted texts. So now,
No, I got to download an app.
yes, now I mean you have to download this app
Well, yeah.
and keep this useless app on our phones because that's literally all that's the same as
Huh.
to make sure that we're not getting tracked. This is
Wow.
Well, there's good news there, Joe. I don't think either one of us are going to get tracked. Unless Cena's tracking you. That might be the only way I see this going down.
right,
I'm pretty sure nobody cares that I drive to work, drive home, and drive to Walmart.
right,
I mean, I'm almost 100% positive.
right. And if anybody was going to hold me for ransom, they're going to look at my bank account and feel sorry and probably put money in it.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat to be like, you poor thing.
Yeah.
Let me put some in for you.
Yeah.
Make you a little more valuable.
Yeah. But it's just
Yeah, thankfully we don't have too many like high-tech car theft rings around here. You know,
Yeah.
people using something like this to try to steal your car.
well, because everybody knows that around here that everybody has their own personal security.
Yeah.
that is
Well,
far outweighs
and
an app.
there's not like a lot of Teslas or Corvettes and stuff around here. So you know.
Right.
Yeah.
But if there is, there's usually a little better theft deterrent than
Yeah.
a tracker app.
Yeah.
And we'll just leave it at that.
All right, Apple. Justin, I can't
Yeah.
wait till next week.
That's a bad story, Joe. Starting us off with a downer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gosh.
Come on, Apple.
Come on, Apple.
Yeah. So
Justin's counting on
I
you.
was gonna say, so Justin is an Apple user, and he's even given the finger of shame. So I mean,
I know.
so,
Yeah, it's just something I've kind of heard about this AirTag thing before, thought nothing of it, and then now this is coming out.
Yeah,
so
it comes out this way.
like, wow.
Just went sideways.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why they're like, where's whatever his name is? Where's Frank that had this idea?
Yeah.
Frank, what were you thinking? Bloody brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think we
gosh.
should get some shirts made just say "brilliant" on the front of.
Yeah. Invite us to your meeting. We're
Yes.
here just to say brilliant
Yes.
and then help you.
As
Help
we're,
you backtrack out of this deal.
as we're rolling our eyes and going, "This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard of."
I mean, pretty lame to be like, hey, we're releasing an app so you can deal with the problem we caused for
Well,
you.
you know, it's the same situation, and I think one of you two mentioned this before, but it's solving one problem but creating 6 more.
Yeah.
You know, that's what we seem to be doing here. We're like, all right, let's just, you know, it's just like with fresh water. Let's just, you know, ruin our fresh water, and then we figure out how to fix it
Yeah.
instead of not ruining it up front. And
Yeah. Let's
it's
not do it to begin with,
right.
and don't have to worry about
There's
it.
a whole theorem around this. It's called upstream theory if you want to look it up. But yeah, it's craziness. Solve. Don't even solve a problem. I don't just make more problems. That one doesn't solve anything. Anyway, all right, Joe, Justin, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Start off the show on a note like that.
Yeah.
Hey, what's next? I forgot. Oh, my God.
Ford.
Ford. That's right. Ooh, Ford.
Yes.
Good, bad, ugly.
Good. Well,
Okay,
yeah,
maybe.
good. Little surprising, but good.
Yeah, I know. I was super excited. You did a great job with Nathan down at Jack Garrett Ford, bringing us in the Ford Bronco review
And the Maverick.
and the
Maverick.
Maverick. Yep. I'm still a little upset though because I didn't get to test drive either one of those.
Well, I didn't either. Nathan wouldn't let me drive it either.
I know. Nathan was all about, yeah, come test drive. I was like, man, I'm gonna take that sucker off road. And then I didn't hear from him again.
Yeah.
So you know, I was like, we can try out the 4-wheel drive, see what this is about. And yeah, he never
Yeah,
called me
the-
back for some reason.
Isn't there like a Billy Goat mode or something? Or
Yeah.
where you can just climb right up a mountain?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So Nathan down at Jack Garrett Ford, you call me when we're ready to go and Billy Goat. Well, never mind, he's not calling.
Yeah. Maybe we need to talk to Quentin and renegotiate our deal with
Yeah,
him.
it's, I'm pretty sure our deal was, yeah, if Nathan will let you.
Yeah.
Now I'm pretty sure Nathan's not letting us. All right, we got to work on that. Anyway. All right, so Ford. What we got with Ford technology?
So this is actually an update on our video we did a couple weeks ago with the Ford Maverick.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys remember that the little QR code they had in the Mavericks where you could 3D print your own stuff? Ford is now making available the CAD files for you to start
Really?
3D printing your own accessories. Yes.
How awesome is that? Man, they're getting big in this game.
Yeah.
I mean, I never even thought about 3D printing anything because I haven't really seen a 3D printer in person.
It's slow, but it's awesome.
But I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know how all that stuff works. But now I know Joe Ross out at Newton. He's 3D printing hands for folks with a medical condition that have a stub and then they can put a
Prosthetic.
yeah. It looks like an Iron Man hand.
Mm-hmm.
Doing it for a lot of kids, and they've been doing that for 4 or 5 years now.
Yeah.
So I know he 3D prints a lot of stuff just for that cause.
Right.
And it's pretty awesome. But that's the extent of my knowledge. And I've seen one in person, and it is amazing.
I've seen the 3D printers at work, and they're pretty cool.
Yeah.
I've seen one. No, it's been a couple months ago. Remember the little retractable toy swords we had as kids that you give it a fling and then
Yeah,
it
and they
would
pop
shoot
out.
Yeah, they 3D printed one of those, and I was like, now that's just cool.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah,
Why didn't you bring those today, Joe?
because they said like takes a day to print just one, and
Well, I mean, we could have played with it anyway.
I know.
I'm still waiting on my little Bluetooth phone.
Well, we talked about that last week.
Oh, gosh.
Best Buy's still out of stock, and everybody's scalping them on Amazon.
We'll check Best Buy.
What do you think the power supplies for a 3D printer is? Does it use a lot of power?
Surprisingly, not really. Well, I guess it all depends on which size
If
of
it's
3D
one-
printer you get.
All day?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you just get just a standard size, it pulls about the same amount of power as like a desktop computer. I mean, it's not as bad as what you think.
And is it all one material, or is it just like a plastic type material? Or?
Yeah, it's like a polymer, and you can get different thicknesses, different colors, different types. I mean, it.
Is it melted and then apply it, or?
Yeah, what it does.
You're lucky, Joe. They're still sold out.
Like there's the tray that it prints on. It's like heated, and then it almost looks like weed eater string. It comes in a spool, and you just wire push it in the machine, and it heats it up, and then just
Think of a glue gun, but with hard plastic.
yeah,
Okay.
basically
And
yeah.
the ability to move. It moves like a CNC
Yeah.
router. Just anyway.
Super precise. And
Yes.
all that? Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, so according to 3D printing industry and Newsweek, the brand Ford has released CAD files to help you 3D print add-ons compatible with the Ford Integrated Tether System, or FITS, slots behind the center console and under-seat storage bins. You can build a cup holder that fits your favorite drink, or a phone mount tailored for your latest handset. You can say, so, some people are saying Ford's a little late to the game because people have already taken full advantage of this and made their own designs and files for the FITS system.
Yeah, I mean, late to the game or just being nice and sharing. I mean, they don't have to share.
Right.
So either way, if they're late or not, it's still very nice of them.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, because they could have
Yeah.
sold you the CAD files.
Or just not give them out at all and say,
Right.
yeah, good luck.
Right, not even make that feature available.
Yep. Very nice. Very nice Ford story.
So enthusiasts already designed FITS accessories in the months since the Maverick's launch. You can find unofficial FITS slots for the dashboard, cubby, and non-Ford vehicles. The official files should make it much easier to create add-ons though, and won't be surprising if there's a surge in user-made designs. So I'm excited to see where this goes.
Yeah.
What all people say, hey, you know what would be cool if we had this?
Oh, yeah, and people are going to do that.
Yeah.
So be ready for it to go crazy.
Yeah, so everything from, hey, that's a good idea, to why?
Somebody's going to do the old why and be like, you know what I need? I need a sword, and it's going to fit in that holder.
Yeah,
Why do you need a plastic sword? Just because.
because I can't, because it
Yeah,
fits.
because I can, and they can fit it right in there.
Yeah.
Reminds me of like the dipping sauce holders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Many shows ago.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, the Dave's sitting there
You're right,
making
maybe.
fun of, and I'm going, yeah, and they're laughing all the way to the bank. They could really care less on what we think.
Well, I was just thinking, you and I were talking about toy swords, and they're like, we got to do something for food.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'll take the sword.
multi-millionaires over a hunk of plastic to hold a
Yeah.
sweet and sour container from McDonald's.
Speaking of food, it's come up on the show I think before about like the cartel being involved in
Avocados,
You saw
yeah.
where they halted all imports.
Yeah, they've closed down the border for avocados now from
No.
South America. Well, there's American avocado farms, but the South American ones are cheaper. So when their season comes in, the American ones shut down. So now hopefully they'll keep running because they have avocados that are just a little more expensive. Anyway, Speaking of Jack Garrett Ford,
Mm-hmm.
that ties right into our nice segue right into the Snowman Shuffle
Oh, nice.
this Saturday. Justin, sorry, I know Joe, you're not going to be there. Anyway, Justin, you want to give us some details?
The last race, the new you in 2022,
Yeah.
freezing, 8 degrees.
Yeah.
But we still had 25 people come out. And
Nice.
This Saturday, 8:30 a.m. here at the COA, looking at close to 50 degrees.
Yeah.
It's all said and done. So.
Oh, Joe
should
will be
a-
there. Joe
should be
said
a-
anything over 50 degrees, he's attending.
Okay.
Well, you guys didn't at least hit me up for a giveaway or anything.
This is true.
Yeah. See, there could have been your Bluetooth phone, but no.
Oh yeah. Whatever, Joe. Anyway, so this
Yeah.
Saturday, 8:30 COA, Snowman Shuffle, and it's not even gonna be snowing like last year.
A 3K, so just
Yeah.
like mile and a half, 1.7, something like
Yeah,
that.
nice easy course on the city streets here. So many thanks to Jack Garrett Ford, of course, the title sponsor, the city of Spencer, Mark Polly, that crew helping us out, and Poca Valley Bank, Family Healthcare, Rome General Hospital,
Yeah, a couple races ago, the
Mountain State
ugly,
Graphics.
ugly sweater
Yeah.
race, Mr. Joe here from A&M Digital Technologies.
Yeah.
They did a smart scale, and I remember the guy that won that, he was pretty pumped. He
Pretty
was like,
stoked.
This is cool, yeah.
Heck
And WVRC live streamed that event.
yeah. Yep. So we got a lot of good stuff going on in the community. So again, if you're bored, Saturday morning, 8:30 a.m., come out and walk your way to a 5K and a Snowman Shuffle. It's only a mile and a half, and it's all easy.
And you guys are still going to use your new.
Yep. New timing system.
Oh yeah. And if anybody has not done an event yet or did one of the previous events before this new system is awesome. The guys here took a good thing and made it better. Well, took a great thing and made it better with the new runner system.
Yeah, RFID chips
Yes.
Yeah.
coming across the line, and they're just, your time is just going right into the system.
And the best part of it is it won't track you like Apple
There
tags.
you go. Yeah, we want them back, and that way.
Take your tag off, that way you won't get stung.
Yeah, they just want your times, not where
Yeah.
you're at. We need to do a video on that, show off that. That was pretty neat stuff.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, Brian Agee. Is it Brian?
Mhm.
Mr. Agee. He personally makes the systems, and it's awesome. So we didn't go buy from some big corporation. We bought it off an individual that makes these systems out in the Midwest, and
He coded the timing software program. Like, he just was one of those guys that was like, I need a timing software. And
Yeah.
I have the background of being able to do software like that, so
Yeah.
I'll just make my own.
Yeah,
Now
he's
he sells it.
he's a runner himself, and
Yeah.
yep, it's all I need, and I like it because he's super handy. You can call him anytime, and he'll do whatever. So really nice guy. So
And you guys did a stress test on that system because I saw the video where you had the preschool class.
yeah,
Because Justin and I talked beforehand. I said, if you really want to make sure this is work, give each kid a tag and just tell them to run.
yep, and they did.
It tires them out, and two, if anything could get messed up, let a kid have
Oh
it.
yeah, and it was really good. Miss Kayla, Miss Addie took the kids and they ran a lap around the pool and came back, and Justin got his test in.
We should do another one of those. They were asking her, when are we gonna race again?
Yeah, there you go.
We could, yeah.
Find a nice day and do it again.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been pretty good. Interesting stuff all the way around the board. Of course, we get lots of great stuff here in the community. So I hope people realize it and take advantage of it. And again, that's 8:30 a.m. this Saturday. It's only a mile and a half, short course. It's designed. This is designed for people that don't walk or run normally, but
Right.
want to get out and do something.
Right.
Meet up with some friends. Be with some people outside, safe environment. So just come on down and get involved with this. And
Jumping straight into a 5K, that might be
Yeah.
a little bit much for some folks. So we're doing 3K, then a 4K, then a 5K.
yeah, so you
Working our way up.
work your way in there, and it gives you
Yeah.
time. And don't forget the Strava group, the Jack Garrett
Yes.
Ford and Patch Strava group.
103 members now.
Yeah, over 100 members, and that's a great way to just self-motivate, to exercise a little bit here and there, right?
Well, easier to track your
Oh, yeah.
progress as well.
And it's kind of cool. It really does all the algorithms, shows you all the information. So, just like Ford, we're innovative.
There you go.
There you go. Right back to our show where we're supposed to be. Thank you, Justin.
I need to take a page out of your book there, Dave.
Yeah.
That's how you bring it back.
That's how you get it back.
I'm
So,
learning.
Snowman Shuffle this Saturday, and of course, join the Strava group. And there's plenty of walking trails. Patches. We've got the trail we built out the Methodist property behind the State Road Garage on 119. We got the trail out at Camp Shepherd, and we got the new trail out at Amma Senior Center. So, and we're going to Reedy next. So as soon as the weather gets a little better, we're going to build a trail out Reedy. So
Ben's
excited
Run,
about that.
it's looking good
Oh
too.
yeah, got Ben's Run. I forgot about that. We did that with a small grant 10, 12 years ago. And then the city took it over and did a fantastic job by graveling it and maintaining it. So kudos there all the way around. So fitness, nutrition, big part of our community here. Getting everybody healthy. Keeping everybody healthy. All right, back to the show, Joseph.
All right.
Got so far off topic I can't remember what's after forward.
Nintendo.
Nintendo, that's
Yeah.
right. I was thinking Nikon, but that wasn't right.
No.
Tell us about Nintendo.
Okay, so if you have the older console, the Nintendo Wii U or the Nintendo 3DS, get ready because Nintendo is going to stop selling digital games after March of next year.
Why would they do that?
Older technology.
Well, who even has those games anymore? How old are those games?
Well, it was the Wii U was the predecessor to the Switch. So I mean, we're just talking one generation back.
Yeah, but how long ago is that? It seems like the Switch has been out forever.
Well, let me look here. I can tell you.
Because like the original Wii, that was back in when I was in college.
Yeah.
They had that Wii.
Yeah, I mean,
First
that's...
That was in 06, 07.
Wow.
Okay, so the Switch was released in 2017.
Okay, so I mean, it's prior to that, which means it's at least 5 years old minimum now.
Right.
I mean, what video game lasts more than 5 years?
So even like they're not going to make any new games, but what about just being able to buy the games that have already been made? You can't do that digitally anymore.
Well, after March of next year, you won't be able to buy digital copies for the Wii U. Now, you know, you can go to GameStop and buy used games and all that, but if you're wanting to download a digital copy,
Do they still have
Because they just don't want
GameStops?
to deal with the servers
Yes.
anymore. Or
what's that?
they just don't want to deal with the servers.
Yeah,
and all that
I think it's
anymore?
one of those, you know, you got to cut bait at some point. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
We've seen
it's
this quite a bit, though.
Yeah, but I mean, it's nice that they're giving people, you know, a year ahead, a heads up.
Yeah.
So Nintendo isn't going to shut the doors complete or all at once. They're going to do it in phases here. So with the Switch being so popular, and it's Nintendo's main console now, the company has still kept the Wii U and the Nintendo 3DS's eShop open for people who want to buy games on those platforms. Like I said, March next year, though, they'll no longer be the case. Nintendo won't let you buy things on the Wii U or Nintendo 3DS eShop as of late March next year, the company announced yesterday.
Huh.
So here's how it's going to break down. On May 23rd, you won't be able to use a credit card to add funds to your eShop account on Wii U or 3DS devices. On August 29th, you won't be able to use eShop gift cards to add funds to your accounts on those devices either. And then if you have any download codes, you won't be able to redeem those after late March of next year. And you won't be able to use the money in your wallet, Nintendo Wallet account, assuming you've linked your Nintendo Switch account with the older Nintendo Network ID to buy Wii U and 3DS content after March of next year. So it's not going to be just automatic shutdown of everything. They're going to do it in phases. So if you have a Wii U or a 3DS and you still have money on your account or download codes for games, you better do those sooner rather than later.
Huh. Yeah. Use it or lose it.
Yep. It's one of those. It's not a, you know, a lot of people are on the Switch, but they're
I still kind of think, you know, if your video game's 5 years old, you got to know.
right. Yeah, you know you're playing on
You're on
borrowed
short
time.
Yeah.
But I mean,
They
kudos.
can't keep it going forever.
Right. Kudos to Nintendo though for.
Yeah.
I just assumed that they would have killed this a long time ago.
Right. Right.
Especially since the Switch has been out since 2017. So kudos to Nintendo for letting this keep going on. But if you have those consoles and you're big into purchasing digital content for those devices, you better
Get it purchased now and hope
Yeah.
for the best.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, and like you said, it's nice of them to give them a year.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
however
because I
long.
mean, a lot of companies would have just said, "Hey, next month it's gone."
Yeah. Yeah.
But Nintendo's usually always pretty good about doing stuff like that, making sure
Who owns
'cause
Nintendo?
they do.
It's its own
Yep.
company now.
Mm-hmm. It's always been. Now they've bought in some other competitors over the years. Yeah, Nintendo of America is wholly owned by its parent company, Nintendo Company Limited, in Kyoto,
Wow.
Japan.
Yep. So the current owner, is the great grandson of Fujiharo Yamachi, who was Nintendo's first president and founder, and he took over in April 2013. Wow.
Yeah, the original owner, he's pretty neat.
Holy cow. So listen to this statistic. His net worth is 2.1 billion. So he's the 13th richest in Japan and the 491st in the world.
Yeah.
How do
Wow.
you have a multi-billionaire be almost the 500th?
Top
Yeah.
500.
Yeah. Multi-billionaire, and he's only in the top 500 barely.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, and here, I mean, I don't know what his other, investments are and all that, but a lot of these people have multiple investments in different things, which I'm sure he does as well. But his claim to fame is video gaming, as a video game company.
Yeah, I mean, man. So to break into top 500, you have to have multi-billions.
Yeah.
Not just one billion.
Well, then
I
I
won't cut it.
yeah, then I won't be on that list anytime soon.
Jeez.
If that rich uncle of mine would ever come out and get out of the poorhouse, we'd have money.
How crazy! That blows my mind.
Yeah, that's you're a multi-billionaire and you just barely squeaked past the top 500.
Oh my. Anyway.
Yeah, 100 years ago, you'd be top of the heap if you had a billion. I'd say.
Yeah, he would literally be the real life Scrooge McDuck, have a vault of just money that you could jump in and swim in.
Yeah. That's unreal. Sorry, my phone's. I had a calendar set for an appointment that I got to get to at some point. It keeps buzzing on me. Turn it off. There you go. I'm in control of technology, not the other way around.
There you go.
On some days. Occasionally, maybe.
On a good day.
On a good day. There you go. Wow. Okay. Well, anyway, Nintendo doing good stuff, owned by an individual still. It is publicly traded, but he owns 60% of it.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. Still in the family.
Yeah, and they've bought out several of their competitors over the years.
Yeah. And hey, he's a multi-billionaire that's in the top 500.
Well, and they're still relevant, and I mean, still hammering away at the gaming industry. So.
Yeah, they have their own little niche that they keep coming out with unique sort of systems.
Yeah.
PlayStation and Xbox, they're pretty similar, but Nintendo kind of stands apart.
Yeah. That's the thing. Everybody talks about the most popular games being these blood, guts, and gore, Grand Theft Auto type of games. But yeah, here's Nintendo that goes, you know what, we're gonna be different and still thrive.
Yeah, I think they cater to like the younger kids,
right,
and adults that don't want the
guts and gore.
Yeah.
Well, of course,
Joe,
Super Mario.
Joe likes the guts and glory.
Well,
Explosions.
Yeah, and explosions.
well, I mean, Super Mario Brothers. How can you, with a franchise like that? I mean,
Yeah.
what could go wrong?
I hear you. Okay. All right. Well, Apple, Ford, Nintendo. What else you got, Joe?
Got a tip of the week.
Tip of the week. All right.
And this
Lay
one,
this tip of the week on me because I really like the tip of the week.
Yeah, this one I'm anxious to get your reaction on. So this week's tip of the week.
If it's a third tier to my security, the answer is no.
Well, actually, it is to do with security.
Oh boy.
And it's security that you never even thought of.
Oh God. Well, Joe, I don't think a whole lot. So.
Right. So shout out to my buddy Pastor Mark Wood.
Okay.
At the First Baptist Church. He shared this on his personal Facebook last week, and as soon as I saw it, I was like, "Yep, that's my topic for this week." I hadn't even notified Mark of that, so I'll have to circle back around and let Mark know that I used one of his Facebook posts for a topic.
Nice.
So we're going to talk about your car and bumper stickers.
Okay. I don't have any.
So I'm going to
Hold on. Justin, do you have any bumper stickers?
Nope.
Joe, do you have bumper stickers?
No. Well, I do, but I just don't have them on my vehicle.
Time out. What?
Well, you know how people give you bumper stickers and stuff like that, and giveaways on stuff.
Okay, what's your favorite one?
I don't know. I've got them shoved in a drawer somewhere.
Oh, okay, so you don't like set them out where you
No.
can see them occasionally.
No, I don't have.
I do like a funny bumper sticker.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong, I do too. Yeah,
I was trying to think of one of the funny ones I've seen lately, but I can't remember. I do remember laughing out loud at one, like literally laughing out loud at one I saw not too long ago, but for the life of me, I can't remember what it was said.
Yeah.
I will say though, the little stick figures that have your family represented.
Yeah.
Yes.
I did see one that had like a Tyrannosaurus Rex eating the stick figures. It's been a while, probably 5 or 6 months ago, and I was like, that's clever.
Yeah.
So kind of funny on that end, and then I noticed the stick figures, they added dogs and cats to them now.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I would have liked to have been that person to come up with that idea because.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They're that somebody's making all kinds of money off of a stick figure sticker.
Yeah. Your family. So let's get your take on bumper stickers.
Okay.
Why do you guys not have any bumper stickers on your car?
Well, okay, so in OBS there, if you'll click the eyeball to show, there's a little line that says image, and Justin, I'm going to, so you have an idea of what I'm talking about here.
Okay.
So this week's tip of the week is be careful what bumper stickers you put on your car. I know it's not really technology related, but it kind of is. So as we was talking about the AirTags tracking you down.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're doing the old-fashioned way of advertising. You might be advertising.
Hey, follow me.
Yeah, hey, follow me.
Come rob me or something.
Yes.
Yeah, the one Joe's showing like a guy on a dirt bike. Somebody's got
Why you gotta have dirt bikes on there,
sticker that
man?
says,
Come on.
this is how we roll. So then somebody
Joe.
might see that and say, oh wow, he's got a dirt bike. I might want to go
Yeah.
take that for myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So some of the bumper stickers here. So one has a picture of the kids' baseball or softball and ballet, and you're actually could be telling people, hey, let me introduce you to my children and tell you where we are gone most evenings for practice. So
And the funny part is, I introduce like their names.
yeah.
So I saw a comedian that was saying something about, if they ever needed their kid picked up by someone other than themselves at school, they had like a password.
Yes.
And, part of that might be knowing the kid's name.
Yeah.
They'd be like, hey, I'm here to get Billy. Oh, okay, Billy
Yeah.
Jones? Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. Yep. All right, anyway.
Yeah.
People are clever.
Yes. So these little stickers that you
Wow.
put on your windows, it's one thing of, okay, yeah, so now you're telling people, okay,
There is one I disagree with, though.
okay, what's one that would that be, sir?
The baby on board.
Yeah, that one I kind of had
An
issue
easy
with.
target, I'm thinking you don't want to rile Mama Bear.
Yeah.
Mama Bear come after you for
True.
messing with her baby.
Well, that one kind of got me. That one's
No, I
could
mean,
go,
I
that could go
understand
either way.
Yeah, I understand it. It is, easily distracted, and might be an easier target because you're trying to protect your baby.
Right.
You know.
But again, we're looking at here, rural West Virginia. You don't mess with Mama Bear.
You don't mess
These
with Mama
big
Bear.
cities.
you
I mean-
might get away with it, but not out here.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, the honor roll thing. It's like, hey, my kids go to this school.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah. Here's the school my kids go to.
I know where you'll be going at 8 a.m. or 7:30, and where your kids will be.
Yeah, and then the little heart that has a picture of a little dog. It says, "Hey, we have a small dog." So
Yeah.
So
and
we don't
there's
have
his
this big.
name.
Yeah. So we don't have this big vicious dog that'll attack you.
Yeah.
We have this little ankle biter,
Yeah.
and then
The oil field, I feel like, is very pertinent to here.
yes,
Because we have a lot
I
of
see a lot
people
of
that
that.
are pipeliners and stuff.
yes,
And yeah, you're right. Their spouse is away.
yeah, and they're home by themselves.
Yeah.
I've seen that one a lot. Pipeliner's wife. Or
Yeah.
Yeah,
something
Yeah.
like that.
Nothing finer than a pipeliner.
yeah.
Yeah, that could be a tricky one.
Then we have one that says,
The hunting one.
yeah, the hunting one. What's it say? We have
Expensive equipment at home and might be gone most weekends.
yeah,
Yeah, it could also mean I got a big old gun at the house. So.
yeah,
Yeah, but I mean,
yeah.
it's the same thing. You're giving people a clue and hint to what you do and insight to your life and where you might be. And,
Yeah,
if it's
yeah.
Monday morning at deer season, you're probably going to be out in the woods.
Yeah, yeah, that one could go either way. Around here, that's more of a theft deterrent.
Yeah, yeah. You're like, all right, time out.
Yeah, my dad, he goes to state parks and national parks, so he's got those slapped all over his little adventure van. So that could, yeah, definitely let people know, hey, this guy might be hitting the road and going out west for a month.
Yeah. And one I never even thought of is the license plate. When it says your plate is easier to recall, should someone want to keep track of you.
Oh yeah.
How would they do that though? I wonder.
We'll just drive around.
Yeah, if you had to describe a car, go find this car that says, Frank on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
Or if you're looking for somebody in specific, see if they're at work, and by the way, their license plate's Frank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. I like it's over from Ohio though. That's cool. Cool move there, Joe.
No, that was just the way the picture came. I didn't add that. So.
Ironically, has Ohio.
Yeah.
Not a fan of Ohio. You guys know what an Ohio drag race is?
No.
All right.
Where you gotta pass them on the right on the interstate.
Well,
Yeah.
it's worse than that. Worse than that.
I followed the guy for like 2 miles one time, just out of principle, like you were gonna move over. At some point.
Yeah, I have
Good
this
luck.
theory.
Never did.
I have this theory, and I've got plenty of evidence to back it up, that in Ohio, they hand out driver's licenses with Social Security cards. It's like, okay, you're born, here's your Social Security card, here's your driver's license, have a good day.
I have a theory that's similar to that, but it says in driver's ed they teach them to go slow in the fast lane. Like that's part of the curriculum. Now listen, when you drive in West Virginia or near West Virginia, just stay in the fast lane, go as slow as you want. That's the rules.
Yes.
Yeah.
So an Ohio drag race is when you have 2 cars going the same speed, both in each lane.
Yeah.
So imagine a person pulls out to pass, and they pull up beside the car, and then they just match their speed for mile after mile after mile. That is an Ohio drag race. My friends.
And I wish it wasn't. It's not just a.
Stereotypical thing, but there's too much evidence.
Yeah.
Oh, so here's
I
the
don't want to be stereotypical, but
here's the funny part. Now that you know this,
I'm going to look out
when
for
you
it.
drive in Ohio, you'll see it all the time.
Yeah.
You're like, daggone it, it's an Ohio drag race, and I'm stuck here behind these 2 idiots.
When I go to Parkersburg, you ask Cena. I guarantee you I'm going to get mad at least 3 times and bite my lip and try not to cuss, and may actually let one slip while I'm in Parkersburg.
Teaching Sadie some new words.
Yeah. Yeah, broaden her vocabulary, unfortunately. Because I guarantee you that there's going to be at least one incident where some knucklehead's going to pull out in front of me, cut me off or something, and every time they do, I tell Cena, look at it. And it's an Ohio plate.
Oh, yeah.
Every time.
Ohio drivers are horrible.
Every once in
I
a
don't
while,
even know why. That's why I think it's a driver's ed thing.
Yeah, every once in a while it'll be a West Virginia plate, and I'll go, they're an import. They came from Ohio.
Yeah, transplant. But it's funny if but with track and soccer and stuff, not track as much, but soccer and stuff, we travel a lot through Ohio and Kentucky, and my gosh, when I go to Ohio, I hate it. Ohio drag races all over the place. I'm just like, why?
Yeah.
Why do you not understand? There's even signs that say left lane for passing only, or slower cars to the right.
Yeah.
Like, idiots.
I think they hand out the driver's license. That's what I believe. They hand them out with the Social Security cards. They just send them in the mail.
Yeah.
They'd say, just come back when we're ready to put a picture on.
If I was a truck driver driving through Ohio, I don't know how I wouldn't put a big bumper and just start pushing people out of the way.
Who says they don't?
That's true. It's kind of crazy, though. So now that you know what an Ohio drag race is, everybody out there,
That's awesome. Now I'm
you'll be like, dang, going it. Now I know what it is, and I hate it even more.
At least now we have a name to
Now you have
associate
a name,
with it.
Yeah. It's funny. It's true. That's what makes it funny.
Yeah.
It's not funny when it happens to you. You're just like, oh, come on, people.
That could be a good bumper sticker then, like a public service announcement, just reminding people the left lane is for passing. Just have a bumper sticker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Only go here if you actually plan to pass. Not if you're thinking about it. Not if you might. Not if not willing to go a couple miles over the speed limit.
Yeah.
Only if you are going to pass.
Yeah.
And then make that pass happen.
Yeah. I think they're just totally oblivious too.
It's unreal. I mean, and it's not
don't
like
think
I'm
they do
just
it on
I'm
purpose.
doing 90 anywhere. It's the speed limit over in Ohio. Like if you go up Route 35, it fluctuates between 65 and 55, depending on if you come into more populated areas, it drops down. But the people in the 65 part drive 55.
Yeah.
And then they'll pull out to go around someone else driving 55, and I swear they both put their cruise controls on, and they just sit there driving side by side.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's dangerous for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Those 2 idiots are going to hit each other because they can't drive side by side forever and not hit each other on the curvy roads. And then all the people they got. I was in one that had probably 5 of us stacked up behind this guy, and I was just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, how do you not look in your rear view, see
Yeah.
7 cars behind
Yeah,
you?
you have a parade behind you.
Oh, yeah.
And
Well,
not think anything of it.
I was like the 4th or 5th car in line, so I didn't feel too bad. I was like, yeah. I saw it coming and just kind of slowed down, just eased up to it. I was thinking the guy right behind him has
Yeah.
to be, or the lady, the guy
Yeah.
or lady, has to be flipping out.
Yes.
Because how long had they been there? You know,
and
it could have been 5 miles.
Well, look at the plate, because maybe she wasn't.
I got next race.
Yeah.
I want to race with you. Let me put my cruise control in too, and we'll all 3 just drive just like this. It's wonderful. This feels glorious. Oh, gosh. All right, hold on. So why no bumper stickers for you guys? I'd say it's either A, it devalues your car.
Yeah, just the
Or-
fact of it being like permanently stuck on there, I don't like the
Yeah.
idea of that.
Yeah. That's I always
They
wonder.
make
You go,
those magnet ones, though, I
you go
guess,
trade your car. Well, most bumpers are like plastic though.
that's
Right.
true.
But you know, devalues your car a little bit. I'm sure.
I just never gave it a
Or
thought.
or you just don't have a cause you believe in enough.
Right.
Yeah, that's more.
Because
Probably a little both.
yeah, I see the people that are fervent about their beliefs about what kind of bumper sticker they gotta have on it. And I'm just like, ooh.
There's some political stuff going on. For sure.
There's always political stuff or whatever.
If you don't like it,
Yeah.
bleep you or something. Someone.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like my laptop. You know, you see, I don't have any stickers other than what the manufacturer put on my laptops. There's a IT humor group on Facebook, and a lot of the techs they'll post pictures of laptops that they'll give out to, you know, the office, and it'll come back and it'll be bedazzled and stickers and all that. And they're all
yeah.
going, ugh.
I was gonna say I'm surprised you don't have one, Joe, that says 2-factor authentication. It's a thing. Anyway, that's a great tip of the week. You know, and a lot of people don't think in that way. It's the same way as I know one of your tips of the week a long time ago is like when you go on vacation, wait till you get back to post your pictures.
Yes.
You know, this is very similar. You know, you're helping out somebody that wants to do bad things.
Yeah, you almost got a hate text from me a couple weeks ago. But I restrained myself.
A hate text?
Yes.
What was that?
When you went to Florida,
Yeah.
you posted a picture of you at Buc-ee's.
Oh yeah.
Cena was the one that caught that. She goes, "Hey, did you see Dave's post?" I was like, "No."
Have you ever been to a Buc-ee's?
No, I haven't.
Do you know what it is?
Oh yeah.
I know.
I'd
They-
never heard of it until we pulled in, and the guy I was with was like, "Hey, you gotta check this out." He's like, "We gotta stop here."
Yeah, they got everything.
Well, it's like a Walmart gas station. So this Buc-ee's was Georgia, maybe? I don't know. It's either South Carolina or Georgia, but it's a gas station, like a convenience store gas station. Think it's like a Go-Mart. So you pull in, they had 254 pumps. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they had like one line down and then a second row that went on a long ways. And then the store itself was the size of a Walmart. You walked in, they had fresh food in the back. They had, you know, it's like a mega convenience store. They had a guy in a Buc-ee's, it's Bucky Beaver, you know, Bucky. And they had a guy in a Bucky Beaver suit passing out, like, not cornflakes, but what's the other little corn pops? Corn pops, like corn pops, but blown up, so they're like the size of a Cheeto, and passing those out because and they had everything labeled themselves. Like most of the candy was theirs. They had trail mix, but everything was Buc-ee's. It's unreal.
Wow.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. As soon as when you posted, Cindy goes, "Did you see what Dave posted?" I was like, "No." She said, because we knew you was on the road.
Yeah.
And he posted a picture. He's on the road. I was like, "Oh, he's gonna get it."
Yeah.
But
you know what, seen him at, eh?
Yeah, but you redeemed yourself because I seen you waited till you got back to post the rest of your pictures. So
Yeah.
I can't give you too much
Yeah,
grief.
Buc-ee's. That's amazing. That's the guy was like, "You guys see it?" It's like, it's a gas station. What's the big deal? Because we saw the sign. He's like, "No, you don't understand." And by golly, there were, you know, it's
worth the stop.
amazing the amount of cars that were coming and going.
Yeah.
Like all the pumps were full, and there was a little bit of a line. You know, like we just pulled right in, but you know, just a little bit of a line, and there was constant traffic coming in and out.
What I would like to see
Unreal.
is how they keep all the gas coming into there.
That's what we were talking about when we left. We were like, how many gallons of gas do they have to bring in every day, or what size are their tanks that are under, you know, the
Yeah.
underground tanks for gas? What size are those?
Yeah.
Because 254 pumps,
maybe.
most of them full. You know, we were there 20 minutes probably, and it was just a constant flow of cars.
Yeah, because our biggest gas station, Spencer's Go-Mart, and
Yeah.
how many pumps does it have? 9,
I don't even know.
6, 9 at most.
Yeah, probably 9. I think there's 3 in each bay of 3.
Yeah.
Does that seem right?
With a double cylinder
Outside,
valve.
middle, and then inside.
Yeah, so 6 to 9 pumps. And that's our biggest station, and usually when the tanker truck comes in, it usually shuts down half of the parking lot because it to fill the tanks. I can't imagine.
Oh my gosh.
I would love to just sit down there one day and just watch because
Well, we were just talking. How many tanker trucks would you have to kind of come in there?
Yeah.
Just to keep up with demand.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they've got a
Yeah,
direct
because
pipeline or something.
Something, because you'd
You
have to have
almost
like
have
a
to,
tanker
yeah.
every 4 hours for that amount of traffic.
Yeah.
It was unreal, and it was in a super crowded place. I want to say, I don't know, maybe Savannah, near Savannah, Georgia.
so
Like it was a high traffic area. Daytona. It was Daytona.
okay.
It was just outside of Daytona Beach. It was like at the intersection where you go left to Daytona
Mhm.
or go straight to keep on going down through Florida.
So let me ask you this: as big as that was there like long lines to wait through stuff, or you
Nope.
just was in and out?
In and out.
Wow.
They had tons of cashiers. They had,
They had it.
oh
they
yeah,
had
it
set
was
up
crazy good, crazy good. Like we went to the trail mix walls to get a snack. Trail mix wall was one whole aisle.
Right. Okay, yeah. So back up here.
Uh-huh.
You said trail mix wall.
Yeah.
You go to Walmart, you got like 4 options.
Yep.
That's Walmart.
Yeah.
So they had
Their
a wall.
trail mix was on a wall, the back wall, and then yeah, it's amazing. They had probably 200 choices of trail mix.
Yeah.
And then like beef jerky was its own aisle.
Yeah.
Of course they had the general candy stuff, but just amazing. I think I got Buc-ee's chocolate covered pretzels, some trail mix, almonds, stuff like that, and we got water, Buc-ee's waters. Yeah, craziness. It was overload. I took a picture of the actual store because of the size of a Walmart. And it was just packed with people. But we didn't wait. Like I walked straight up to the register. The person in front of me was checking out. I checked my stuff out, walked right out. Piece of cake. So if you're ever on the road and you see a Buc-ee's, stop. It is something to see.
Even if you don't need gas, get
Yeah.
in there and get your trail
Just
mix.
get in there and check it out, and it's pretty cool. But yeah.
Did it seem pricier than regular trail mix, or?
Well, I was at we were right there by Daytona Beach, kinda. I don't know. It's weird. Everything was pricier. It didn't matter where we stopped.
Yeah.
Gas is a little higher. Food seems to be higher anywhere we go. I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, I didn't feel like I was getting robbed, if that makes sense.
Right.
But, you're on the road, you want some almonds and you want some
Of course,
water. And
Dave could have just been.
I got yogurt pretzels, not chocolate pretzels. Yogurt.
He could have just been engulfed of all the lights and bells and all that.
Oh,
and
yeah,
it just-
definitely a show. I wanted a picture with the Buc-ee mascot, but the line was kind of big.
And you said you were down there. You did something that caused all those satellites to go down.
This is true.
You watched the.
Yeah,
What-
Joe, did you know that?
No, so you caused the international incident?
Yeah. Was it an international one?
I don't know. If it involves satellites, I'm sure it's not local.
So SpaceX launched.
Okay.
So we went to the Kennedy Space Center. We were down there for soccer. Went down to Florida for soccer for a big showcase, and we went to the Kennedy Space Center one day, and we weren't scheduled to have a launch that day, but they rescheduled the SpaceX launch, and they shot 49 of those little satellite trains
Yeah.
for internet. It was internet for Chile, South America. Shot 49 of the satellites in the air, and when they got them up to space, a sunburst happened, and then it knocked 49 of them down. So, or 40 of the 49. Sorry, 40 of the 49
Oh wow.
were definitely down.
Oh
And
man.
I was like, how does that happen? What happened to the other satellites? Why is it only those 40? But
Yeah.
I don't know.
It
Anyway,
just hit just right.
yeah,
Apparently.
the launch was amazing.
Was it?
Oh my gosh, it happened a little farther away. I mean, it was away, but it happened so far away. It took 15 seconds roughly for the sound to get to us.
Really?
But when the sound hit you, the
It
ground shook. The sound hit you. It was amazing. So pretty cool.
Yeah, that would. Just from the nerd side,
Yeah. Oh,
knowing
yeah.
that what those are going to be used for is for internet, and then actually seeing them take off.
Yeah.
Now watching them fall down, I'd be kind of bummed, but it's like, ooh, that's pretty cool at the same,
Yeah.
at the same time.
I gotta say though, it is interesting. Like after going to the Kennedy Space Station and watching the stuff and looking at the stuff, there's no way we went to the moon. They showed a 15-minute movie of all the failures over like 8 years,
Yeah.
and had this little narrative going on. Like, well, there's going to be a delay in propulsion, year and a half, 2 years. This is in the '60s, and I'm thinking these cats got computers that my little work calculator is stronger than.
Yeah.
And then they're having all, and they showed a rocket that went up, turned. It's a real famous clip. Goes up, turns, and just blows up.
Yeah.
I'm like, time out. These cats, and I was thinking about you guys actually. I was like, who is in that meeting and had to claim responsibility for that rocket getting about 30 feet off the ground, turning sideways, and then blowing up?
Yeah.
Like, how did everybody turn? Frank, what did you do? It's just one of those things where there's so many issues to overcome, and
Yeah.
so much stuff they had to deal with. It was just crazy.
Right.
Yeah, the moon is 238,000 miles away. Too.
Yeah, I'm just saying
They would have to
that
travel.
video really traumatized me because I was like, man, you just saw failure after failure. And hey, our country's amazing. We can overcome some stuff.
Right.
After watching it, I was kind of depressed. I was like, man, they had 9 years of just horrific failures.
Well, it's one of those. At some point, somebody's got to go. You know what? Let's just scrap this and go on to something else.
Well, that's what's weird. It was like failure, 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 and then all of a sudden, okay, we're at the moon.
Yeah.
I was like, huh.
I wish they would just do it again if we can do it.
Well, that's what
Yeah.
boggles my mind.
Yeah.
Is they did it, and then all of a sudden,
Yeah.
the blueprints and the know-how to all this just kind of vanished and disappeared.
Well, and our technology is so much more advanced.
Yeah.
I mean, I was looking at some of the rockets. They got the rocket graveyard there. And, like, they didn't have any fins that moved, like rudders, until they got, like, 9 years in. And then you saw some fins that moved.
Yeah.
Like, how are they controlling these things? They're just shooting them straight up in the air. No wonder why they flip over and blow up. But, it was kind of cool. If you've seen Homer Hickham's movie, Rocket Boys,
Yeah. October Sky.
October Sky, yeah, it's kind of
Great
cool
movie.
because
Great
yeah,
movie.
fantastic story, West Virginia story, but the Von Braun guy,
Mm-hmm.
they had some stuff there that dealt with him because he was big in propulsion, had many advances in propulsion,
Mm-hmm.
so pretty neat. And I would say if you ever get the chance to go down, and it's Cape Canaveral there in Florida. If you ever get the chance to go and they are having a launch, make sure you watch it because it is phenomenal. Pretty cool stuff.
Definitely worth it.
Now, they're working on the Altius. Is it Altius or something else? Atlas? No. The new program, whatever the new program is. And the space shuttle, the International Space Station's coming down, which is weird because they don't have anything to replace it, do they?
Not that I know of.
I know. So now we're just not going to have a space station? Anyway.
Well, we're all going to Mars, so it don't really matter.
Yeah, we got to go to the moon first. I think.
Yeah.
But interesting stuff because what we learned, like they had this whole thing on the Challenger, so they made the Challenger specific because it could be reusable, and what an amazing program! Just what an amazing effort by all the people involved. So now they come up with Challenger because they want it to be reusable, and sustainable, and the Challenger went for 20 some years, 29 years, I think, and they retired it, and now they're coming out with a new ship and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's the new program. Justin, did you look it up yet? Man, I was there, and it's Altius or Atriumus or something like that. But anyway, so that's going to be the newest thing, and they're going to start testing it here in the next 6 months.
Wow.
And it'll be when the first one launches for the test launch. It'll be the most powerful launch they've ever had.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's the guys like, you guys are lucky. You're one of the last groups that get to come here and see a launch because you're too close for like a big launch. So he was telling us about that, but it's pretty cool. So we're doing amazing stuff with our space deal. So interesting, neat little deal. But yeah, the older rockets and the technology, I'm like, holy cow! They're put together like the Titanic. Massive metal and massive rivets and bolts. But I'd like to have been in a meeting where, we need to do? Let's strap somebody in one of these and send them up there.
Yeah.
Bloody brilliant!
I still say to any company out there that wants the three of us in your boardroom for one meeting, please let us know. We'll even do a Zoom call. It does not matter.
Yeah.
We'll be the think tank.
Yeah. It's crazy. I mean, some of those rockets are massive. And I can't imagine being the first guy, Alan Shepard, to be like, you know what, I'll sit on top of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously.
What kind of guts did that take?
Yeah.
You know?
Or was one of those, did he like lose a bet?
We're going to draw straws.
Yeah.
Sorry, Alan. You get to go first. But I mean, you know, just seeing the size and scope of, you know, our space program is just amazing. Like the rockets that they flew their original astronauts up in are just massive, and you're just like you're sitting on essentially a bomb.
Yeah.
You know, with so much fuel.
Yeah.
And some of the fuel's kerosene. I had no idea, but kerosene mixed with something else.
Because of the burn rate?
Yeah. That's science way above my head, man. I will say this, though. Pretty cool tip to the hat to a West Virginian, Emily Candarelli, WVU graduate. She was part of the video so you ride a bus over to the launch site, takes about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
She was part of the video stuff that told you about what you were seeing as you rode the bus over. Like we saw the tallest one-story building in the world is the NASA building where they put the rockets together.
Really?
And then they used the shuttle carrier to slowly move them at 2 miles an hour out to the launch site on a 3-mile road. Yeah, so on that whole tour, you know, you see that stuff, and Emily Candarelli, who again, she goes under Space Gal, I think, on social media, but WVU graduate, big into NASA, big into space. She's one of the people that do a lot of stuff, like a lot of talk shows and stuff like that. So you can find her on Facebook, and another tip of the hat to her. She called up our program 3 years ago and donated STEM kits.
Wow.
To our program for the elementary school kids. And I remember Virginia taught the class, and it was free STEM kits from a grant that Emily had got, and said she wanted to get them back to West Virginia kids.
Nice.
Yeah, so
Very
pretty cool. So look her up. It's Emily Candarelli, and she goes as #SpaceGal. But yeah, she's big in NASA, and again a WVU graduate.
Well,
So,
of course, West Virginia has to be involved because
yeah.
if anybody knows how to make rocket fuel, it's West Virginians.
Homer Hickam started that deal, yeah.
Well, moonshine.
Well,
if that stuff won't burn to get you to the moon, nothing will.
yeah. We're you know, I agree with you. So pretty cool stuff. Anyway, good trip. But yep, I waited till I got back to post the rest of my stuff. But anyway, yeah, check that out. You know, Emily Candarelli, Space Gal, does a lot of good science stuff. If you have kids, so Joe, if you're ever interested, she does a lot of little experiments on Facebook.
Yeah, I want to look her up.
Which is neat to see. Like you know, just does a bunch of little experiments. And she's also authoring a book, a book series.
Yeah.
About girls in space.
Her website is thespacegal.com.
Yeah. So
I'm on her website right now.
and again, WVU graduate. So you know, support this local person. Go learn you some science. Science it up, man.
Yeah, she has a book series.
Yep, I can see your computer screen on our camera. What's the book series called?
Ada Lace on the Case.
Yep, there you go. So, really nice young lady, got a couple kids and is doing the whole NASA thing still, and just, you know, again, can't say enough about how nice she is. We emailed back and forth, and she sent us free STEM kits for, you know, a whole semester, and just, it was an awesome deal.
There she is with Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Yeah, she does some of those science shows and stuff. So pretty cool.
Oh, she has a Netflix original series.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Emily's Wonder Lab.
Yep. So into a lot of stuff. Again, support our WVU graduates. That's an easy one to support. Okay. Well.
So Joe, would your tip be if you're gonna do a bumper sticker, pretty much do something that is.
Yeah, Joe. What is an acceptable bumper sticker?
Can we have a bumper sticker as long as it's not too
Personally, nothing that's personally
descriptive?
identifiable or descriptive of your
I've got a
family or
bumper
story.
sticker. You guys are gonna get them. I'm going to just put it on your car. Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it for you. It'll be great. Hopefully you won't notice it for a while.
To make sure this doesn't get flagged for anything, is it anything similar to the bumper sticker that was on Forrest Gump? Okay, well, I'm getting the
Poop happens.
Yeah.
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 I had to think about it a second because I remember he did shirts first. It was
Yeah.
a shirt I did, and then it showed the bumper sticker.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll make sure it's appropriately offensive for both of you.
Okay.
Joe, yours will probably be like just the Apple logo.
Justin's will be the Android.
Yeah. Get some of that, you two. Anyway. All right, well, show 92 in the books. We had Apple story, Ford story, Nintendo story, and now a tip of the week, which Joe, as always, is very good. Personal security is always a big thing. So for everybody out there, so hold on, would it like a Salt Life sticker be okay, Joe?
Yeah, I don't see why that would hurt.
Yeah, because I mean, it just means you went to the beach at some point.
Yeah.
Maybe
Or
you
you
might
like
not
the
even
beach.
went, so they might have brought you back a sticker and say, "Hey, check us out."
Right.
Okay, all right. So there you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. This one was just a little different. I just
Yeah.
I seen. I was like, I wonder how the guys would.
I
take
agree
this.
with you. Like the pipeliner one. I mean, again, Appalachian folks are pretty resilient and can take care of themselves. So
Right.
I don't know. I mean, I would have to think you have a lower IQ if you go into somebody and say, pipeliner, they're away. I think I shall rob that person.
Mm-hmm.
I would feel that would be a bad move all the way around.
Yeah.
Or again, if you're an Appalachian, you want to try to steal someone's car with their kid and they have a baby on board sign. Again, poking mama bear, never a smart move.
Of course, now this did have an Ohio plate, so that may apply.
It might be a little different.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just saying, in rural West Virginia, we're pretty hardy people. So
Yeah.
if you're out there listening to this podcast for the wrong reason, be aware.
Yeah. West Virginia is the last place on the list.
Yeah, you don't want to poke the bear.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. Well, great job, Joe, Justin. I don't know, we got so far off track.
Yeah.
But no. All right, good show, gentlemen. Show 92. We're 8 weeks away from that 100th centennial show.
Mm-hmm.
Joe promised us something special where Justin and I win prizes and goodies, and everything's gonna be awesome.
Participation ribbons all around.
Oh gosh.
We
Anyway.
just show up and Joe's gonna do all the work and make it awesome.
Yeah, he's gonna give us gift bags and everything. All right, well, show 92 in the books. Thanks for joining us here in Spencer, West Virginia at the Patch Turned Up Studio. For myself, Joe, and Justin. Hold on. Joe, if anybody has any questions about Apple and their issues, which there's a bunch,
Yeah.
or how they can switch out of Apple and lead a better life, or the Ford stuff, or Nintendo, or just the tip of the week, if they want to run some bumper stickers by you, how they get a hold of you?
You can give us a call at our office at 304-927-3588. Check out our website at amdigitaltechnologies.com or follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at AM Digital Tech for all that. And be sure to subscribe to the podcast Help Desk with Joe and Dave. We're on all the major platforms, and all of our episodes are hosted by Anchor.fm.
All right. Well, thank you, Joe. Again, support local businesses. A&M Digital Technology powers everything behind Patch. And also check out Emily Candarelli at thespacegal.com and support our WVU graduate that's doing great things with NASA. We'll be back next week. This is show 92 in the books.